So here's some core concepts that underlie authentic appreciation. And I want to make sure that you understand that we're talking and differentiating employee recognition, which is sort of sometimes going through the motion kinds of things, but usually it's about performance, with authentic appreciation. And in fact, on your table or at your place, there's a card that's got some gold on it. We've got these concepts for you to take home, all right? And this is what we found that really is going on in the workplace around appreciation. First of all, people really do want to feel valued and appreciated at work. Is that true for you as well? I mean, yes, we have to be self-motivated. We have to get things done. But at some point, you'd like to know that somebody values what you do and the contributions that you make. So it's part of who we are. Secondly, most people don't feel appreciated. I mean, it's just a fact. Some research shows that 65% of the workforce say they haven't heard anything positive in the last year. Okay? And so I think a key issue with that is sometimes we're doing things, but it's not getting to them. It's like we send a gift and it doesn't actually ever get to them, and so they don't receive it. Authentic appreciation isn't the same as employee recognition. They overlap. You can appreciate somebody for something they do, but we really believe that appreciation goes deeper than that it's about the person, that we have value as people. Has anybody ever had a tough time in life where you really weren't at the top of your game professionally, right? I had twin sons in Phoenix, away from family, sleep deprivation for 2 years. I would not wish it on anybody, and I was not the best at my job. Did I need sort of motivation about performance? No, I needed some support. We have life and lives outside of work, true? And some of us are even people at work too, right? I mean, we're not just production units and so forth. So one of the things I want to help and make sure you understand is that when we talk about appreciation, that it's not the sole responsibility either of the manager or the supervisor. When we first started out a number of years ago, we actually were focusing more on managers and supervisors, but fairly quickly we got feedback from people who said, hey, I want to know how to show appreciation to my colleagues too. And that, especially as the workforce has grown younger with millennials and other generations, they're more focused on collegial relationships. In the past, there was a saying, people don't leave a job, they leave a manager or a supervisor. That's less true than it used to be. Because if a team is getting along well, younger employees will sort of hang in there even though they don't have a great relationship with their supervisor, okay? So having good collegial peer relationships is really, really important. And that what we have found is helping team members learn how to communicate authentic appreciation to one another is key. Because one, a manager and a supervisor doesn't have the time and energy to do all of this. And secondly, it empowers the various people, because one of the things that we found is we can go into the middle of an organization, we go into a department and start there. It doesn't have to start from top down. And so it empowers people to start wherever they are. So you don't have to wait for your supervisor to get it and want to do this. You can start today, tomorrow, whatever you want. And start with those people that you work with around you. And here's another sort of rocket science kind of conclusion. Not everybody feels appreciated in the same way, right? Would you agree with that? All right, now most of us intellectually assent to that, but I would say that if I followed you around during the week and sort of watched how you showed appreciation to people, most of us are going to use 1, 2, maybe 3 different things that we do with everybody, right? Just because largely we don't know what else to do. We sort of learned those actions, whether it's saying thank you or sending an email or whatever it might be. So we say that, but we really don't sort of walk it.